Oh man,
Hey,
we're live. When you count it down like that, it makes me nervous. I feel
welcome to the
like
Fortress of
we
Comic News with me, Chris, and this guy over here. I forget his name now.
yeah, I I'm just off the street. If you would like to call me by name, it would be Mike. But um, geez, it's been so long since we had an episode. I grew a beard. That's an inside joke for people who actually watch because I've always had a beard.
Right?
It's always been there. People are like, "Wait, what? Hold on a second." Um, yeah, so some stuff has happened. Some things have gone down. We'll be recording another episode of uh, gaming at the fort. I forgot what we called it. What is it?
Game night at the Fortress. Game night.
Game night at the fortress, where I slaughter all my friends in D&D. Yeah, it was a good time. So yesterday was a big day for Chris. It was his or Friday, I should say, was a big day for Chris. It was his birthday.
Happy birthday to me.
He turned a whole 16. At heart.
I'm always
Nobody knows how
13
old
at
he is
heart.
in real life. 13 at heart. Sorry. Did you do anything exciting?
Well, yesterday we went to the old Dave and Buster's.
Oh,
Had a
hell
good
yeah.
time. Had a few too many
I love
drinks.
That's what Dave and Buster's is for. Just get drunk and play video games. It's like what I do at home, but except you go to public and do it.
Yeah, it's acceptable. It's great.
I especially like the part at like 10 p.m. where they tell all the little kids to go home.
Yeah.
They're like, get out of here. They're like, you're not allowed on the floor. It's adult time.
So more importantly,
I love it.
people knew that my birthday was coming, so they gave me lots of presents. So obviously we got
Oh,
Luke
yeah.
Cage. I don't think either of us have watched through it yet, so we're not going to talk about it today.
I'm currently on episode 11.
So my lady's new apartment doesn't have internet, so we weren't able to watch any of it.
Damn.
And
Yeah,
then
well,
also
that's my weekend so far.
the big important thing that happened was that Rogue One merchandise hit the shelves.
Oh yes.
Did you
Open
get-
up your wallets, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you get anything?
No. No, I can't do it. I can't go down that road. I can't do it.
Again.
I'm sure what did you buy? What did you buy?
Well, I got my official Rogue One t-shirt. I'm not wearing it today because it's football day.
Okay, fair enough.
So I got that. And then we all know how much I love pop figures. So I got the Hot Topic exclusive pop figure.
Oh.
I got one of the Darth Vaders, and I forget the name of the droid, but the black little droid that's supposed to be R2-D2, except evil.
Oh, he's a giant droid.
No, you're thinking of there's one that's a protocol droid, and then there's one
Oh.
that is like
Okay.
a maintenance droid. And then
I think I've seen that one yet.
my buddy got me the exclusive Darth Vader pop figure from GameStop. So now I have two of the exclusives.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so
Wow. You're almost there. Only 10 more exclusives to go.
I know, right? And fucking Walgreens has an exclusive, and they suck with exclusives. They're almost as bad as Target.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck finding that. Walgreens is the worst for that stuff. Yeah, so I basically have sat on the couch and watched Luke Cage for almost 11 hours this week.
You're lucky. I've been moving shit around, including couches, all weekend.
My initial thoughts on it really quick. We won't get too much into it. It's got soul. The soundtrack is amazing. It has so much soul. Like, some of the dialogue is just so moving. It has a tone like The Wire. First couple seasons of The Wire definitely has the same tone. Great acting. There's one part in it that made the writing completely fell off a cliff. Like, it doesn't make it a bad show. It was just like they totally just like you'll understand. We'll talk about it like maybe next episode, but other than that, it's great so far. I would give it like an 8 out of 10. Chris and I went to Hartford Comic-Con. Was it last weekend?
That is correct.
Yeah, so we bought a lot of stuff, which we usually do at Comic-Cons.
Yes.
We found that one guy with all those graphic novels that were like 50% off. That was like finding the Holy Grail to us, I think.
Yeah, I managed to walk away with the first 2 hardcover collections of the Mirage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Which is good stuff.
Yeah, and they're $50 a pop, so I got the first 2 for $35, which is fucking ridiculous.
Damn. Yeah. And I found Brian K. Vaughan's Private Eye for $25, which that hardcover is always like $40 to $50.
Yeah, easily.
That was my deal with the con. It was definitely a lot better than last year. It's gotten bigger. There was a lot more to see, I think, than just comics. I think there was definitely more guests there.
Yes.
If I remember.
Yeah, more people from the big, well, mostly DC actually. I didn't see a whole lot of Marvel guys there, but still, I guess.
I got a page from Prez, and I finally read Prez. I actually loved the first volume of Prez. It was awesome.
That's good.
But so quick description of this panel I picked up. It was just the guy who drew a couple issues of Aquaman Rebirth. He's going to be drawing a couple issues of the Suicide Squad, and he drew Prez. But I picked up a page that just had this robot being like depressed, walking through a junkyard, and the story behind that robot is he was created as like a death like killing machine, and he doesn't want to kill anymore, so he just leaves the army and then just starts roaming around and being depressed. So there's like the actual page of the page, like the artist page that I have, there's maybe one bubble of dial, just art. It's pretty awesome. It's saying a lot without actually having any word bubbles.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, met some cool people at Hartford Comic-Con. Hopefully get one of them on the show. I'm really excited to have one on the show. We'll have to schedule some time with him. I can't remember the name of the book. I haven't had time to read it yet.
Doberman,
there it is. And Chris called me over to the booth with this guy because he described it as The Tick meets Batman 66 or something like that.
Yeah, I walk up to him because the art got me right away, and I was like, "Oh, what do you got here?" And he goes, "Oh, this book it's 60s Batman meets The Tick," and he starts going on about something else, and I was like, "Can you hold on for 1 second?"
Yeah.
Hey, Rooker, get over here.
I was like, I don't remember what I was doing. I completely dropped what I was doing. I can't remember what I was doing, but you said that, and I was like, oh, okay. And I bought the issues right away. The art was fantastic, though. I haven't gotten to read it, but I think once we do, we could put up a review and get him on the show. He was really excited about being on the show, so I'd like to talk to him some more.
Yeah, I gotta get around to reading it so that I can do the review and whatnot.
Even get that Aquaman and Prez artist on the show as well. He seemed pretty cool about it, but he's obviously a busy guy because DC's grabbing hold of him.
Yeah, he wasn't even doing like sketches that day because he was working on DC stuff as we were talking to him.
Yeah, I think he was working on the Suicide Squad book. Like, and he did some Convergence stuff too, but yeah, we kind of bonded with him about how shitty Convergence was. I told him I enjoyed the art. I didn't care for the story. But I think he kind of got the gist that everybody felt the same way. All right, let's get into movie news here. We're gonna try to cut it down to a short show episode today because I have to hit the road to go see Evil Dead the musical. Which, yes, it's a thing.
Better be amazing.
Yeah, there's a splatter pit. So if you sit in the, I'm not sitting in the orchestra section, but if you sit in the orchestra section, you get when they kill the deadites or the zombies. If nobody knows what a deadite is, it sprays blood all over the crowd, kind of like a guar concert. It's gonna be awesome. All right, so some movie news that happened while we were gone. We finally got Deathstroke confirmed as a Batman movie villain, and
Yes.
it's going to be Joe Manganiello. Manganiello? Niall? I don't know.
I don't know. How to
The
say his
Italian
name.
guy.
But
The Italian guy from that vampire show.
I was gonna say everyone knows him from the Vampire Show. I know him from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, as the surfer dude, right?
Yeah, he was like the other. He was like Marshall's lawyer friend.
yeah, yeah, and everybody thought they were like they thought they were going on dates together.
Yeah, because they went up to
Something.
like brunch and whatnot together. That he's a really good actor. He can be funny when he wants to, and from what I hear from the Vampire Diaries, he can also be very dramatic and do his thing. So I think he fits the
Good.
look too.
Oh yeah, he looks just like him
Yeah. So
for sure.
That's
Plus,
good
he's
casting.
got to be just as big as Batman, which they're pretty much the same size, I think.
yeah.
That's gonna be interesting having.
I really like that it's going. I mean, he's going to be in Justice League from what I heard, but also he's going to be the
Yeah.
Batman villain, which makes me really happy because it's not a traditional Batman villain that they're doing.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited that it almost makes me think like Amanda Waller hires him to take out Batman.
That'd be cool.
Wonder if that's how it is, like Batman versus Suicide Squad or something.
See, I
Yeah,
almost
so-
wonder if it's the opposite way around. Like Batman catches him and gives him to Amanda Waller. Like I think the next Suicide Squad movie should be. It won't be, but it should be like different cast of characters. So do Deathstroke,
Yeah.
and then when you do the Aquaman movie, because they're obviously gonna do Black Manta, do like Deathstroke,
Yeah.
Black Manta, whoever from Wonder Woman, and then just keep some of the other like key components. Because Suicide Squad could be a great ensemble. It doesn't have to be the same cast every
Well,
movie.
they killed it. They killed a couple of them off, didn't they? I mean, they have room for a few more people,
I mean,
for the
that
next
too,
movie.
yeah.
like Diablo, the rope guy. The rope guy's gone.
I can climb anything.
Yeah, yeah. not with a bomb attached in your head. Okay, so we've been getting some awesome pictures from Zack Snyder. We got the first look at Jim Gordon on top of a roof. That was
Looked
pretty
really
cool.
Good. I like the whole noir look of it too.
Yeah, yeah. J.K. Simmons looks awesome. He looks great with the trench coat and the mustache and everything. You just expect him to ask you for pictures of Spider-Man when you see him. They're like, "Bring me pictures of Batman." That was cool. We also got to see Batman in a tactical suit, which was interesting.
Which looked a lot like Nazi Batman from Multiversity.
It did. It looked just like Nazi Batman from Multiversity. It was funny because that was the panel where Jim Lee went to draw like those puffy sides on his trousers, and the artist who colored in just made it like all his quad of his legs, so his quads looked huge, and it just looked so wrong in that panel. And like all the articles I see were like, "Oh, Zack Snyder posted a picture of the Nazi Batman," and they cut off the legs of each of the pictures in the article because nobody wanted to see how bad they were.
I just love
That was like one of the best issues for me. They ruined.
I just love that in Multiversity, Grant Morrison made Jim Lee draw a Nazi version of the Justice League. It makes me
Oh,
happy.
hell yeah. Yeah. Grant Morrison does what he wants, man. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. Obviously, it looked a lot like Night Owl, but they were talking about he was on one of his larger aircraft vehicles that Batman has. It's like a new vehicle.
Yeah.
So that'd be pretty cool to see. I feel like we're going to get a lot of Batman in this. So I think.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, just make him the center of everything. Even those Marvel movies, just put Batman in it and just focus on Batman. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, do that, because then they could write it good. Yeah, I got you there. I saw that look of anger.
Damn. I was like, sure. So I had a conversation with a friend last night, and we talked about Ghostbusters, and the conversation ended with, I liked it better than Suicide Squad, and I just put sigh, and that's where it ended.
I would agree with that. I like Ghostbusters was way better than people gave it credit for.
All right, moving on. Batman's gonna be. I don't know. Hopefully, what I've heard is that and repercussions of why Batman was killing people. So
there better be.
So, like, you know, Batman versus Superman was trying to take care of why Man of Steel killed people, and now this movie's going to focus on Batman killing people. So maybe in the Justice League, Aquaman's going to murder some people, and then Aquaman's going to focus on him not killing people anymore. And then, like, you know, they're just going to go down the line.
I fucking hope not.
I sense a pattern. I sense a pattern here. Let's see. So quick talk about Justice League. I saw that Rhode Island Comic-Con's coming up, and Gal Gadot's going to be there. I almost was going to make a trip to go see Gal Gadot and get her autograph. She's not doing pictures. She's not doing pictures. So I'm definitely not going now. And her autograph, just to get an autograph from Gal Gadot, how much do you think that would cost?
Let's see. I'm gonna go with 120.
Wow, that's actually the exact amount that it
really
cost. Yeah. All right.
I'm getting
moving
good
on.
at predicting this shit, man.
Holy crap! I don't know. That was. I was expecting like $60. That would be normal, but $120 to get an autograph from her. Come on.
Well, I was thinking because Comic Book Men cost $60 at Nickel City, so I was like, all right, that's 4 guys who are, you know, semi-famous, and we're talking about Wonder Woman, so I'm going to double that. That was my theory.
So the math behind it is like Comic Book Men cost $60. Gal Gadot's twice as pretty as the Comic Book Men, so 60, 120. Yeah, definitely $120.
Twice as pretty as Ming Chen.
Yeah. Twice as pretty as Ming Chen. So did you see they released pictures of the Power Rangers on their Zords?
I did. I like how all the pictures say "Go Go" on it too. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah. Yep. Why not? Why not give us what we want?
It looks fantastic.
People are saying like, oh, they look like Transformers. I'm like, dude, what do you want a live action Zord to look like? I don't understand what your complaint here. I have no idea.
There was a picture. Like, I don't know if it was fake or not, but there was a picture of Bryan Cranston as the big floating head that I can't remember the name of.
Oh, Zordon?
Yeah. And if that was real,
I don't know if I saw that.
It was amazing,
but
I think it's fake because it was literally it's hard to tell. These Cranston's head, like
it was just his head floating. So yeah, back to them looking like Transformers. If anything, there's a lot of bad things about the Transformer movies. I think like the way the Transformers look is probably the least bad thing about it. I don't really have a problem with how the Transformers look.
Yeah, how they look standing still is fine. It's when they start fighting and you're just like, what the fuck
is
going on right now?
When they go whoop 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 whoop, I have no idea.
It's just like metal pieces like flying together and you're not really sure what the fuck's happening.
People are getting hit by laser beams. Yeah, I'm excited for it. And also they released the John Wick 2 poster, which looks awesome. I mean, it's just him getting measured for a new suit. So I don't know if that's saying like he's going back to work or whatever, going back to killing people. That would
I've only watched
be awesome.
the first
or I can't remember
45
if they said it
minutes?
was an origin. Yeah, Chris passed out, couldn't watch the rest of it, but I think what he saw of the movie, he enjoyed it.
I did. I'm going to try to watch it at some point.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah, the movie's just fantastic. I'm excited because New York Comic-Con's next weekend, and I will be attending.
Awesome.
The cool thing about that, Madison Square Garden is doing a couple panels. One of them is like you watch The Walking Dead or something, and then everybody touches each other. I don't know what that panel is. But like the
Do a
panel
Walking
after
Dead
that,
panel?
yeah, the panel after that is a combination of both the Power Rangers and John Wick 2, and I think you get an exclusive look at both of those movies.
So you're trying to go, is what you're saying.
Yeah, the problem with that, the Madison Square Garden panels, is everybody who's there for The Walking Dead has the option to stay for the Power Rangers panel.
That was my one issue with the year I went to New York. Was like,
Yeah.
I feel like after a panel, you should just be kicked out. Like, this is the panel.
Well, that's
you're
how they
here
do
for,
it now.
Let the next people go. I hated
Yeah.
that because we tried to stay for the. This is back when the Avengers were coming out like that,
Yeah.
Christmas or whatever, and we were trying to stay for that. And they were just like, well, I mean, you should have stayed here. It's like, but I wanted to, like, go see the con. I didn't want to sit in a fucking auditorium all day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's weird because all the main stage panels at the con, like, you have to get wristbands for, but now they've, like, reverted backwards to doing this thing. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, and I also got I had to enter a lottery to get a ticket to wait in the Funko line to get a pop figure. But I did. I got my my appointment at the Funko booth at 1:30 on Friday, so Funko, look up what they got and let me know.
Will do.
I'll get back to you. He's making a list as we speak. All right, TV shows. What are you watching right now?
I just watched the first episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Is
pretty
Ghost Rider
good.
in it?
Yeah, just introducing Ghost Rider, showing you where Daisy's at, and like what's going on with S.H.I.E.L.D. It was a lot of just like setting up like where everyone's at, what they're doing, because as usual, everything's different and people are in different places. I like that. You know how we talked about Ghost Rider possibly being really cheesy?
Yeah.
I like the look they went with. They did a really good job with it. Only his head really flames up.
Yeah.
So it's basically just the actor wearing his like suit, his like leather jacket thing, and his head flames up. It's a good look for TV. It'll work.
Oh, so he doesn't have a skull face?
No, he does.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, like, in some of the other ones, like, the Nick Cage movies, you would see, like, his hand would turn all skeletal, too, and you'd see
Oh, yeah.
But he's wearing gloves, like, he's wearing, like, driver gloves.
Yeah.
So I think that's their way of getting around it.
Yep.
So now all you see is the skull flame, like, turn to a skeleton and flame up. It's a good look.
Yeah, it's good that it's not cheesy. Finally, they're doing the whole superhero thing. So they get into the, like, he's like part of Hell, right? Like, did they talk about that or?
They get into at the end of the first episode. They got into this whole thing of, and actually, it might have been the previews about how he sold his soul to the devil.
Oh, so they're getting the whole mystical aspect of it.
Yeah, because they want to link it to Doctor Strange. But the one thing too is obviously Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is them trying to shove Inhumans down your throat. So
yeah,
the first thing they ask is like, "Are you an Inhuman?" And he goes, "No, I sold my soul to the devil." So,
are you an Inhuman? No. Oh, thank God.
yeah.
We don't have to hear about them anymore. Yeah. So I started watching American Horror Story again. Which I stopped the last 2 seasons because the show was just being weird just to be weird, I feel like.
Did they introduce like Lady Gaga or some bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't watch that season, but there was like some guy going around with like a razor strap on, like raping people, and yeah, it got weird. It got really.
That's pretty fucked up.
That's all I heard. Like, I heard that, and I was like, well, I guess that's probably a good thing I didn't watch that. This season's actually pretty good. We're 3 episodes in, and it's it's more like actual like just normal horror so far. I mean, it's gotten a little weird, but nothing over the top yet. It's just like, a haunted house kind of horror, and it actually deals with Roanoke and the colony of Roanoke and how they disappeared and stuff like that. I think it's pretty cool.
Cool.
Croatoa, whatever. You remember that whole thing you learned in history class where the people disappeared and all they found written on the tree was like Croatoa, right? I think
So.
Something like
over a decade
something
ago.
like that. I never really pay attention in history class. I still think Abe Lincoln's the president. So
wait, he's not.
Gotham started. No, he's not. I know, right? I just found this out. We'll talk about this later. I'll fill you in. Speaking of presidents, we got to talk about South Park too. Gotham season 3 started, and they're like, "So we heard you want supervillains. Well, you got them." We started off with like Killer Croc, like Jim Gordon versus Killer Croc in like the first scene of the first episode. That was pretty cool. And Jim Gordon's like, he's basically just a angsty bounty hunter now. Like, he wears all black, and he's not part of the police academy right now, the police force, because they like kicked him out.
Jesus. So he's an edgy vigilante.
Yeah, he's an edgy vigilante, kind of like Batman, just without a suit. There's a little Bruce Wayne clone running around. Bruce Wayne finally meets the Court of Owls, which was pretty awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, like this guy comes into the blackness, beats the shit out of Alfred, and just drugs Bruce Wayne and takes him away. And like they have a meeting and bring him back to the Wayne Manor. It's like it's how you communicate via the Court of Owls. You have to drug people, ship them via UPS, drop them off.
So it's the
priority shipping.
It's the, what do you call it? The A-Team method.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They probably have a van that they drop you off in. Yeah, that was it's been great so far. There was some type of speedster that wasn't as fast as the Flash, but it's pretty fast. There's another villain that wears like a mouth thing like Darth Vader and talks. It sounds like a stormtrooper when she talks, which is pretty cool. They haven't talked about the Mad Hatter yet. We haven't seen any of that stuff yet, which I know it's coming up. Poison Ivy is now older and hot out of nowhere. Poison Ivy's character was like 12, and then something happened to her where she got touched by this guy that ages people, and before he kills her, she like falls into, I don't know, in the sewer system and wakes up, and she's like hot and older, and she just killed a guy with a plant for the first time, but she didn't actually control the plant. She just like beat him over the head with the plant pot.
Is that how they're gonna get
So,
man? An old man's gonna touch him, and he's gonna get old. And
yeah,
hot.
I think that's how they're gonna fix it. Yeah, exactly. This guy's just gonna go around touching people, and they get old and extremely good looking. It's like, okay, that's how they fix it.
Whatever works.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, whatever works for him. Yeah, but it's good so far. I enjoy it. I'm really getting sick of the whole Fish Mooney character, but they still are like centered around her for some reason.
I think that was part of Will Smith's whole contract was, well, if I'm going to be a Deadshot, you have to keep my wife in work so that she stops bitching at me all the time. Because she's fucking awful in that show. That character.
She is. I just don't
not
like her at all. Yeah, she's just creepy, and I don't know. I just don't like seeing her on the. She's just over dramatic and stuff. Yeah, I think that's about it. Um, there's basically a character who's Man Bat. They never say he's Man Bat, but they show his wings and stuff, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Killer Croc is pretty cool too. Okay, South Park. Have you watched South Park at all yet?
No. Not that I don't want to.
I think we're 3 episodes in now, and oh man, it is like the 2 people running for president are a giant turd, or no, a
turd
douche.
sandwich and a giant douche.
Yeah, and it's like the turd is Hillary Clinton, and then the douche is obviously supposed to be Donald Trump, but it's Mr. Garrison portraying Donald Trump. It's so good. Like the first episode opens up with like they're watching a volleyball game, and nobody's paying attention to the actual game. They're just waiting to see who's going to take a knee during the national anthem. And so they call up J.J. Abrams and they have him reboot the national anthem. Oh my god, it's so good.
Jesus,
it's fantastic.
I feel like
and when he reboots the national anthem,
I feel like they've done the turd sandwich versus the giant douche before.
Probably,
I think that's a
yeah.
callback, but there's like 28 seasons or something weird.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's a lot of seasons.
So forgive me if I don't remember every episode, but I'm pretty sure that's a callback to something.
They did the whole debate thing, and it was just fantastic. Oh, it's a show we need right now because it's good. So watch it for the laughs. The new Arrow trailer came out, and dude, the show actually looks awesome. Like, they actually listened to the fans, and they were like, "Okay, we'll stop making crappy season and give you something good." They added a few new vigilantes working with him, and obviously one of them is Mr. Terrific, which is I can't wait for that. But dude, his T-spheres and Mr. Terrific are awesome.
If you say so.
He actually grew his hair out, so he's not wearing a wig like that awful wig he usually wears. It just looks so cheesy when they have him wear that wig. What else? It looks like he's back to killing people, which is awesome. I'm so okay with Green Arrow killing people.
Yeah, I never got the big deal with that. I mean, it's not Batman, you know. Like, Batman has a history and a code.
Yeah.
I know that Green Arrow does too, but a majority of people don't care.
Yeah, they're not that
fan
mad about it.
Too. Like, I like the character.
Couple actors they showed. Dolph Lundgren is going to be in it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm so excited for that.
Is he playing Kindergarten Cop too?
I hope so. The guy Tyrese from
Fast and the Furious.
Walking Dead. Tyrese, you remember the guy with the hammer?
Oh yeah.
Hammer guy. And then they showed the villain at the very end who has a mask, and he's like, "I'm gonna kill the Arrow." So he looked pretty cool. I think that's supposed to be Vigilante, but he looks awesome. And I'm guessing it's Dolph Lundgren. Like, why would it not be Dolph Lundgren? You're stupid if you don't put Dolph Lundgren.
You don't want that face on camera.
The Legends of Tomorrow released the first picture of like the JSA.
Was it awesome?
Yeah, Stargirl's costume looks great. Dr. Midnight has like the weird goggles, I think. The yellow hood, like he should have. That's all I really need. It seems like they had a huge budget for Stargirl's costume, and then they kind of like went down the line.
If Jeff Johns was in charge of that, he probably was just like, "Listen, Stargirl, all the money."
Yeah, and then everybody else is after.
I
Yep.
am. This is me over here. So you put all the money in that. Fuck these guys. They
They're like,
don't work.
okay, Jeff Johns, we'll listen to you. CW has so the CW is going to be free streaming all their shows now, which is pretty awesome
It's fantastic.
and genius of them. I downloaded the app, and when you download the app, you get a free, exclusive glimpse at their CW show lineup. So they do the Superhero Fight Club 2.0. It's so campy and awesome. Like they're all fighting in a like a fight club in a circle, like they did with the first last year. This one, they're fighting with Supergirl, and it's so campy. But like they end up all destroying the orbs that they're like fighting against in this like training room, and they're like, oh, that's it. And Cisco's like, you had to ask that, huh? And he like opens up a door, and Gorilla Grodd walks in. It was pretty awesome. He's like, not God, Grodd, and then that's how the trailer ends. I was like, oh damn. I don't even know how they got Gorilla Grodd to do it, how they captured him. I don't even know any of that, but it was just awesome. I don't even care. I'm not even mad about that. Yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah, I talked a little bit about Luke Cage. We'll talk about it more when you
Yeah, we can do that next.
when you finish it up.
Show.
Next year when you finish watching it.
So I'll get right on that. It's important shit.
So I think we're at comics now. Wow, there we go.
Yeah.
We're flying through it today.
So what you read recently?
So I'm actually a little behind on my comics, but I'm caught up on Saga. I got to get the Saga out of the way.
Saga's great.
Did you watch, or did we get like issue 37 and 38 came out really? Was it? I don't know.
They came out close together for us because our store, I talked to the owner about it, our store got shorted and he got it 2 weeks late.
Oh, okay.
So they were a month apart,
sense.
but we got it 2 weeks late, and then 2 weeks later the next issue came out.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, the newest issue is pretty crazy. Obviously, Ed's on a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
they're like,
we learned that the new what's her name is pregnant. Oh shit!
Oh, are you on issue 38?
Yes. What was the newest
Who is
issue?
pregnant? The newest issue, they're on a planet like fighting a war, and it ends with a certain character dying. I don't want to spoil it for you. We get to meet these two. We get to meet a new bounty hunter too.
Yeah, 38.
Yeah, so flip to the last
they're on
page.
The planet. There's a war going on. There's some bullshit. This thing happened.
War going on, bullshit. It ends with
the
Spectre.
The Spectre dies.
Yeah, which we never thought she could die, but yeah, I'm excited about those new bounty hunters though. I love when they introduce characters like that. Those people look badass.
Okay, that's right. I mixed the two issues together. 37, they show that she's pregnant.
Yeah, you find out she's pregnant.
38, it's a time jump, and they show her.
Yeah, but that was a pretty big event at the end of it. So, yeah. And it looks like what's the kid's name? I can never remember the kid's name.
Is it Hazel?
Hazel, yeah. Hazel can tell something happened because they're like connected.
Well, they're soul bonded.
It was pretty sad. Yeah, soul bonded.
Yeah.
Of course. How could I forget?
Yeah, I know.
Batman right now is it's called I think the story arc's called Night of the Monsters or something. So all these mutants are being released, and they're disgusting looking. They all look like Dark Souls monsters.
It's a whole
boss monsters
event too.
Yeah, I don't know about that. They want you to start reading all the other books, and I'm like, I just want to stay with Batman.
this is my thing about it. I thought it was a little bit too like I'm not reading them, so it doesn't really affect me. But I thought it was a little bit too
Yeah.
soon because you just kind of rebooted everything and renumbered everything, and
Yeah.
also most of these books are twice a month.
Yep.
So I'm buying twice. So you're buying twice as many, and now you want me to buy 4 times as many as I was before. I mean, if it was once
Quadruple
a month,
books. Yeah.
yeah, if it was once a month, it'd be no big deal. But
Same thing for the whole Suicide Squad versus Justice League. Like, I might try to just get the main issues and try to not read the other ones. But I don't know how much info they're gonna really. I don't know.
I mean, I like events.
It's gonna be interesting.
But I think it was just too soon when you just restarted everything.
I still have to read Jupiter's Legacy. I have the issues. I'm waiting on the first issue. I never got the first issue, so I still got to read through those. I know I have in my pile right now. I have Outcast, and I have another Image book. I can't remember what the Image book is though.
I just got done reading both Captain Americas. Both books are really good. Sam Wilson's fighting the U.S. agent, which is a lot of fun. And we're going in more with this whole Hydra thing with Steve, so we're finding out more about that, getting more of the backstory. But I think my favorite book this week was Mighty Thor. Two agents from S.H.I.E.L.D. find out that Jane Foster is Thor. So in order to trick them into thinking she's not Thor, the hammer on its own projects an image of Jane Foster helping them out, so that there's Jane Foster standing right next to Thor.
Wait, so
there's some sort of sentient power inside
the hammer has a
hammer.
The hammer has a projector?
There's some sort of like sentient power inside the hammer.
Wow.
So now
So it's like, that's crazy.
So now next issue is going to be an origin story for the hammer.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever been done before.
I don't know if it has either, but I mean, Jason Aaron, if he's the author of a book, just pick it up. Does great.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's weird to think about it as like a sentient. I mean, it does choose if you're worthy, right? So I guess
Yeah. Interesting.
They never really talk about how it does that. Huh.
Action Comics was good.
You have stuff.
Oh, did you get Teen Titans Rebirth?
Good. Prez is it basically just dramatizes our political system now and just like makes it like funny. I don't know. It's like it's almost sad, but it's funny at the same time.
Did you read Teen Titans Rebirth?
No, I don't think so.
It was really good.
I think I read the first one.
I guess Tim Drake died.
Oh,
I didn't know about that.
Oh, yeah.
And
R.I.P.
So all the Teen Titans are split up, and they're kind of like, what do we do now? Because Tim was the one keeping us together. And so Damian takes it upon himself to kidnap all of them.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And
yeah,
you know, I knew it was Damian the whole time, but they don't show him throughout the book. And so someone's kidnapping all the Teen Titans. And then the last panel is Damian and Goliath standing there, like, so now that we're all together, and the issue ends.
Goliath, is that his like pet?
Yeah, that's that big pet like gargoyle thing.
Yeah, it's so weird. Yeah, I feel for most of this Rebirth stuff, I'm gonna have to buy in trades just because it's so many stories happening at once. I can't keep track.
I just don't trust DC when it comes to trades.
Well, I mean, they were good about the New 52 trades, so I think they'll be fine about these. They already have the release dates in January for them.
I just don't get why they don't, like, Everyone gives Marvel shit for how they do trades, but honestly, like when a storyline is over, much like how Image does their stuff, when a storyline is over, the trade is out like the next week. So I just wish they would do that more instead of like, oh, storyline's over, wait 6 months for them to trade. But that's just me.
They put them out very recently after this. I mean, like, I don't understand why DC, like, we're on issue 8 of Batman now, and the story arc is already over, and we have to wait till January for volume 1. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was like. It just okay. The first story arc's over. The next week, bam, put a trade out.
Yeah,
Done. You already have it. It's set. It's ready. I don't get what the big deal is. Like, just do it.
yeah.
It's not cutting into your weeklies because the people buying those trades are not buying weeklies.
Exactly. Okay, I guess we'll just go to the shitty villain of the week here.
Are we doing that? All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're doing it. Let's see. Today's villain is a Wonder Woman villain.
Oh man.
I don't know why he's a Wonder Woman villain. As in Egg Foo Young, the Chinese food.
Oh Jesus. Oh, we're doing it.
As
That's right.
He's an egg, but he's also super Asian, which is it's a very racist character. But okay, so Egg Foo was a Robert Kinnear creation along with Ross Andrew. First appeared in Wonder Woman number 157. He hit on almost every Asian stereotype of World War II. He had a face like a wartime propaganda poster. A Fu Manchu mustache.
Oh, of course.
And spoke with an American's. Oh wow, yeah, he did like the whole Saudi accent. Oh my god,
Sorry.
that's how they wrote his accent. Oh, Saudi. He schemed to blow up a U.S. Navy fleet, but was defeated by Wonder Woman.
Jesus.
He at one point, Wonder Woman actually gets blown to smithereens, only to find out that Amazons conveniently have a machine that undoes just exactly that kind of death. Oh, of course.
That's convenient.
Yep. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, let's see. Where are his abilities? Wow, he appears in 74 issues. Damn. He's a cyborg. Well, that makes sense. That's why he looks like an egg. Powers. Okay, here are his powers. Claws. Healing. Implants. Leadership. What? Leadership. Intellect. He has a power suit. What the hell? Prehensile hair? What does that even mean? I'm kind of scared to look this up.
Just don't go to the image sections.
Prehensile hair. You can cause your hair. Oh, hair manipulation. Like you can
Oh, so Medusa.
attack people with it.
Yeah, Medusa.
Exactly. Or Bobobo, if you remember him with his mustache. Or if anybody remembers that show. He can also teleport as well. Wow.
He's actually like ridiculously powerful.
Yeah. I mean, he did kill Wonder Woman, so
Yeah, I mean, he
okay.
doesn't account for that machine.
Yeah. So, unique physiology. He has red eyes, yellow skin, which resembles an eggshell. He lacks arms and legs. Oh, he doesn't have arms and legs? That sucks.
What?
His occupation? Can you guess what his occupation is?
He owns and runs a Chinese food restaurant.
No, he's a mad scientist. Come on.
Damn it.
I think this is
I
the
was
new
trying to
Earth.
think of the most racist thing I could.
This is a New Earth version. Obviously, Grant Morrison was involved with the New Earth version, and Jeff Johns.
God damn it.
He appears the newest, I think, 52, number 6. I'll have to find that issue. I think I have that. His real name is Shangzu, which is the most like generic Asian name you can get. Base of operations, Oolong Island. Citizenship, Chinese.
So simple.
If you couldn't figure that one out. He is single, ladies out there.
Oh, damn. Get some of that egg love.
Yeah, he's a scientific master of Oolong Island, employed as a weaponsmith by Intergang. Oh, wow. That's a pretty good job. Shang-Zhu showed up again with different cyborg bodies. Though he's been killed on more than one occasion, he never fails to reappear eventually. He has hinted as resurrection. So basically, they're just like, it's like Humpty Dumpty. They're just putting him back together. And he's coming back. They just tape him back together. So there you go. He's more of a racist character than anything. I'm surprised that they even brought him up in 52. That's a pretty recent run to have him in.
I want to see the difference between him back in the day and him under Grant Morrison's.
I see him like, I saw the picture in New Earth. He almost has like a Doc Ock body where he's like in a crawling spider suit he's just a giant egg. There's no way around it. You just can't make an egg cool. It doesn't work like that. He doesn't become a good villain no matter what you add to him. I don't know.
If you add a thruster chair to him, it'd be pretty cool.
I want someone to like. I want to see someone fighting him and have like that punchline, like, you know, you crack so many eggs, you make an omelet or something cheesy like that. That's what I want to see. That's got to be somewhere, and one of those, like Wonder Woman shouting at him like "time to make an omelet" or something. I don't know. I'll have to do my research to see if I can find this, because there's so many egg puns that you could do. It's like it'd be stupid not to have those cheesy jokes.
Give him like a week, and he'll have some great puns for it.
I'll do my research on it. I'll find the issues. Yeah,
Really
you'll be cracking up about it.
He just looks up puns.
Oh yeah, that's me. Yep.
We're not really sure how he's employed. He just is.
Yeah, I'm still wondering too.
Well,
that's it for.
That's everything.
That's. I think that's the show. We're gonna take a break, and then we'll record the that other show tonight, Game Night at Fortress. We got a busy webcamming day today.
Yeah, it's fun. So, everybody, if you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, share with friends. If you are listening on iTunes or any other podcast service, please, reviews, 5-star reviews help out a ton.
I know some people are listening there. Just give us a quick 5-star review. It won't hurt.
Get us to more people.
It won't hurt.
FortressOfComicNews.com. We've got the weekly poll post every week, which I'll probably be writing as soon as we're done here. And reviews up. I got other things going on. Talking with creators to get things done. And then find us. If you go to the website, you'll see the Twitter accounts and all that. Definitely Facebook. Give us a like there. It's all Fortress of Comic News. So I'm doing the short one today because Mike has a musical to go to.
Evil Dead musical. Hey man, you did fun stuff all weekend. I just had to sit here and watch Luke Cage. So.
But yeah, so everyone, thanks for listening, and I think that's it.
Peace out.